this is something I've been thinking about before, and the concept of time and the concept of our reality. I'm always thinking about all these things. And I, all of a sudden, just the thought of this came in again, where, let me try to explain this. It's hard to get these really big, complicated thoughts into something on the spot that makes sense. So let me try. Hang in there. Our universe is infinite. Our reality is limited based on what we can perceive. The egg that I talked about in my first video, that is, I was told it's a protective type of egg that we exist in, because chaos is still surrounding us everywhere. So I think we are kind of bound and protected from the chaos, the dark, you could say. There's all kinds of things that are there's things that are still in our reality, but there's so much behind the veil. So I think when we're talking about this, it's like our perception of what we can perceive is all behind the veil. And this egg that we are in, that contains time and gravity. And there's those are the two main forces, I think, that restrict us or limit us as humans. And I'm sure there's other things, but those are the ones I was getting. Saturn rules time. He's known as the Lord of Karma also. And when you think of karma, karma moves in cycles. So time kind of is moving in cycles on this planet too. I think everything, happens in cycles, natural rhythms. And our life cycle, you could even boil it down to that. Seasonal cycles, everything's a cycle. And we do experience time as linear because we have not tapped into, I think, because this is what I was going with it. The egg is really, it's protecting us, but it's also a container. And what is a container? When you think of time, time is a container. Time is one of the best containers because it has a beginning and an end, and that contains the activity within. Gravity is also a force that we deal with, that keeps us anchored, like keeps us, I don't work for NASA, but it's definitely a big force that is keeping us probably contained inside this container also. So now I'm like getting all these thoughts, I'm just thinking about this, and now I'm wondering, like, okay, what is going on with Saturn? Because Saturn originally was known as the constructor of our reality, like manifests physical reality. Now we are learning that probably this is actually what happened. No, because reality is an illusion, because real reality is out there, we just can't perceive it. So Neptune, we are thinking now Neptune is actually the master of reality, because Neptune's kind of like the infinite beyond, the mystical ocean or fog that just stretches on forever, and like all things are possible, all dreams are possible, there's no end, no beginning. It's just like, so that's being seen more as, that's the reality and the construct that we live in. I guess you could think of it as like the Matrix. That is the illusion. So I'm wondering what is going on right now, Saturn? What's going on with Neptune? I know that there's a big, huge, obviously, alignment coming up in July that everyone's talking about, Barbeau's basket. And I'm like curious what's happening right now. I guess I'll have to go check that as soon as I get done with my Mercury activation, and I gotta get my ass to bed. I mean, when you find passion in something, it's like lights you up, it excites you, but it also keeps you, for me, it's like I have to go to sleep and clean my house and do all the things too. So it's all about balance.